Okay, so once you've got your the the weighting, roughly where you want it, and you might actually end up adjusting this as you animate over time. Just kind of like figuring out, oh, hey, this needs to be different or adjusted a little bit more. So that happens. And so now what I want to do is just go to. I want to keep all my controllers visible. I'm just going to kind of break all this up into certain types of layers. And I'm going to go to, so the geo layer is there. We can just go ahead and freeze that. Actually, what I should do is let's right click on it. Let's go to object properties, not that. Object properties, and we're going to go to show frozen in gray and freeze it. Okay, and then we'll freeze that layer and okay. Layer 1, default. This is kind of odd. Let's just cut. Actually, no, let's leave it there. I'm going to call this, rename, I'm going to call this IK layer. That's not what I want. Actually, let's rename this, call this control layer. Okay, and then I'm going to make a new layer. I'm going to call that IK layer. And I'm just going to go in here and look at all of my IK. Maybe move that over just a touch. And let's go to IK. And is that all? I'm going to hold shift and cut. Minimize. Let's go to that layer. Whoops. And let's go right paste. So we should have those in there. And then let's go and back into here. Let's find all of my controls. That thing right there. Control, 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 control. And curve and control. Control, right click, cut, control, paste, and then let's go to, I'm going to go ahead and, okay, so I'm going to call this one, let's get the bone, nub, bone, 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 nub, bone, 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 nub, bone, 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 nub, bone. All the bones, all the nubs. Shift, cut. Let's make a new layer called bone layer. And wherever that may be, and we'll paste into that. So those should be all the bones. The default, let's see, I've got this. I'm going to cut that IK and put it in the, paste it into there. I'm going to cut that and put it in the control layer, paste it into there, and now I should be able to, let's go in here, and I'll probably in the IK, I'll probably go ahead and, what the heck, I want to just have my default as the active layer, and I'm actually going to go ahead and, I need to rename that. That's not named correctly. I don't need to see any of this stuff. I am going to go ahead and individually turn off all of these, and then or freeze and hide individual and the layer as well. The control layer, some of these, let's see, some of that, like this descriptive text, will be frozen. Okay, and then the bone layer, I am going to go ahead and hide and freeze everything in here, and I may just go ahead, I am going to go ahead and go through here and just hide individually. Hide the entire layer, and then let's freeze. Individually. Okay. Now my default layer is the active layer. Those are organized the way I want. Okay, I want to double check, make sure. Yep, good. So turn that off, and now what I want to do is, let's just go back. I do need to go ahead and check on these, and let's just go to the lock info. I'm going to turn scale off here, and I want this to only move. So just make sure that these are doing what I want them to do and not doing other things, just to keep the animators from. I only want this to rotate, the neck control. So we're going to have that one move and not rotate. And let's see here, this one was going to be, we're going to have that one move but not rotate. We're going to have this one should move and rotate only, but not scale. This one should rotate. And this one should rotate only. I have noticed occasionally that even though you have these locked off, people still can kind of somehow break through that, I've noticed. I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but even if you lock them off, sometimes there's still some little bit of a quirkiness in there. I've left scale on this this thing, but yeah, you should be able to scale that. But anyway, so that's pretty much, now we're ready to go, and this guy should be ready to animate.